Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. And already we're underway here. Koller playing game number 100 for his current employers.
Yeah, this is the first big landmark he'll hit, Peter, so I'm not sure he sees any real significance in it, but to me, it's a foundation that can only stand him in good stead for the remainder of his career.
Oh, nicely intercepted. And this is Ibrahimovic. Pull it! Pull it! Elects to cross.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Now it's Hullet. Tries to pass it through. Nicely weighted ball. Well, that pass isn't the best. And that's put paid to a promising move. Now it's Saka. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Bale. That ball looks a good one. He can run onto that. And that's a simple one for the keeper. And he stands tall, impenetrable. And it's Roberto Carlos. Chooses to go cross-field. Quarter of an hour played. Beckham looking to get on the end of this.
Oh, how that cross missed it.
He's had a shot! No, it just wouldn't sit for him.
Well, that was inventive and speculative, but the thought process was a little slicker than the attempt.
Looking for options for movement. It's Ibrahimovic! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Distributed tidily. Here's a chance! It's run loose, and it's come back out to him. Goal! Barcelona! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, it still had to be finished off, so well done to the goal scorer, but the keeper should have done a lot better.
Barcelona are in front now, the game's only goal.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough, though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And that's gone behind for a goal kick. And he's had it nicked away. Roberto Carlos. Now it's Ibrahimovic.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And he was quick to react. That's a good ball out wide. Barcelona do have a chance to counter here.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
That's an imaginative pass. And this is Ibrahimovic. Iniesta can see things others simply cannot. He is through here. Beckham with the cross. He can get that clear. Threads one in. Now, can they get him away? Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Beckham. Oh, that's a fine interception. Now it's Ibrahimovic. It's a really well-measured ball. Saka. Ball's gone out of play. Gattuso has quite the footballing brain. He's almost... Bale! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Kola. Iniesta. And he's intervened well there. Sergi. Bale. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Beckham. Oh, super find. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
And it's Gattuso.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Oh, what a... in for the pieces! They've scored! 2 up now, and they are cruising. And the half-time whistle goes. So, your views on the first half?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
It is now time for our special lottery. Please grab the tickets you were given when you were walking through the gates.
And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it, try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Now it's Saka, now it's Hullet, and he's managed to get free. Hullet. Vitinha, and that's another good win of the ball, and reclaimed it in a trice. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Oh no, this does not look good. Just the keeper to beat, and that was very necessary. And that is expertly dealt with. Out to the right. Over to the other side.
That's a great ball cross-field.
Strong running down that left flank. Now that looks a decent ball. Oh, that's fabulous. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And here's Hullet. Decent chance!
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside.
The attendance for this match was 29,840.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Saka gets into some space. That's a cute ball. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Looking for the run. And there's green grass ahead of him. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
The less said about that pass, the better. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Otto. It's Bale! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Oh, it's very good running that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
Substitution on the field. Number 22.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Number 11. Yankova.
Pepe always on the lookout for any signs of danger. Knocks it into space. And played right into his path.
Number 5.
Nakamura!
Coming on the field.
In he goes again.
Number 9. Pele.
And he's taking no chances there.
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played.
And here's Son Heung-min.
Substitution in progress.
Iniesta. That has not gone well. Now it's Messi. He's found a way through. Otto. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Ibrahimovic, given the lift of his goal. That has been slung wide. He's in plenty of space here. Cross deflected behind for a corner. Barcelona have their second corner now. Now there's a fine ball.
Well, they can at least make a fight of it. Even if it's just a goal, the lift it would give would be huge no matter what the end result is.
There's a sharp little ball here. And that is as far as they're going to go. Yeah, he's fouled him there. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. Mendes tries to clear.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Looking to play him in. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Rijkaard did just about enough to come out on top there. It's Son Heung-min! Great effort, beautifully taken.
That's a great effort. There was very little backlift to indicate what was coming.
Substitution.
Barcelona are able now to make their substitution. It's been on the cards for a few moments now.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Time added on will be 2 minutes. Shot Son Heung-min! Oh, the ball's run loose here. And time is up. Well, that was a frustrating game. They were, at times, cohesive, very capable, but undone by an opponent who simply did a better job. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Well, there was a distinct...
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours,
Hello,
it might not
everybody,
feel
and
like that.
welcome to today's
The
match.
stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Well, we're underway. Well, 2014-15 certainly provided some terrific highlights for Lionel Messi's career showreel. Many claimed it was his best season ever. He did, of course, win the treble, and Jim, it doesn't get a whole lot better than that.
Well, one of the pinnacles of his club career, Peter.
And what stood out for you? Could be danger here! Hit into the middle. Up he goes! No, not the best of headers. Park Ji-sung. Dunk. Beckenbauer. And it's Schneider. Ball played for Conte. Ivory Coast finding their passes. Kvaratskhelia. Oh, that's an excellent interception. Great vision. Beckham in acres of space out wide. He's got away. Takes aim. Decent chance! Big moment! Massive goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Ivory Coast looking to pass their way through. Now it's Kvaratskhelia. Griezmann, and the shot! It's in! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
So smooth, a signature finish.
It was wonderful vision to see the movement ahead, and how about the weight of that pass? Ideal.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how...
He's got full! Firm header, just off target.
That's a really decent chance.
Conte. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. That's a little off target. Can he get on the end of this? And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Beckham is one whose deliveries we all know about. Beckenbauer cuts out the pass. João Neves. Dunk. Nuno Mendes. Oh, good-looking ball. He's looking wide. Now it's Roberto Carlos. Oh, what a climb! And he hits the net! And they're back in front! Pick that one out. It was a bullet.
Well, you've always got that threat when he's around. Great movement, and what a great header.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Schneider, approaching the half-hour mark. Ambitious ball here. Kvaratskhelia. Great defending, strong and determined. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Mendes can get it clear. João Neves. Terrific header! He has done it! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
Devoid of any complexity, but boy was that certain.
Well, when you get service like that into the box, you can't go wrong.
So all square, and not for the first time. And the finish! It's a goal! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Yeah, great movement and great use of space to get on the end of the pass, and that pretty much did it.
Ivory Coast go into the lead.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Ronaldo was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. He's shifting through the gears here. And it's Conte. Now that looks a decent ball. It's a promising position. Always played it in low. Toure gets good distance on it. Cristiano Ronaldo.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
That's a throw. Intercepts the throw. That's well read. Conte. Passes coming off in quick succession here. And it's Schneider. Messi. Shapes to shoot! Off the post! Good effort, and it is right on half-time. The midway point of the game.
Well, give me a moment to get my breath back. What a super half of football. Incident-packed, goals, comebacks, and the match being turned on its head. Which way it's going to go from here, it's anyone's guess.
Would the owner of a blue car parked outside the stadium gate kindly remove it, as it is about to be towed away?
And the action is back on the way.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
He shifted it to the flank. Roberto Carlos. There's the crossfield ball. Now it's Beckham. Gattuso. Now here's the delivery.
When it's delivered early like that, defenders just can't get themselves set.
Dunk. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Griezmann. And that's a simple one for the keeper.
Kvaratskhelia really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives.
Kvaratskhelia! Now, who's going to be first to this? And it's Neves. He has a look up. Chance for a shot! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay. And we have our very first corner. And it's been taken short. And here's Messi. He's picked his way through. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick.
Well, not the best way to deal with it, but the old threat of pace clearly made him feel a tad uncomfortable.
Probably be looking to play it square from here. João Neves. He's going all the way! Chance! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
It's their second corner of the game. Messi with the short one. Chance! And he has kept it out somehow.
Kvaratskhelia clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
599.
And it's Conte. Lovely pass, but can he finish? They've done it! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. So the lead now is 2.
That has the feeling of a breath of fresh air, Peter, and now they can fill their lungs and just blow them away.
And he's managed to get free. Gattuso producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Oh no, this does not look good. It's run loose here. Cross to the back, big header! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Schneider. Griezmann. For Messi. João Neves. Can he get onto this? Vitinha gets across to intercept that. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks.
Substitution on the field. Number 22.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Coming on the field is number 9, Pele. Substitution.
Spread out to the left. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him. Oh, it's great work in terms of both purpose and intensity.
Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, what has happened here? Conte. Gattuso produces the perfect tackle there. And he shoots! Nuno Mendes. Park Ji-sung. And this is Griezmann. That's a foul, no two ways about it. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Beckenbauer. And here's Griezmann. Griezmann touches it back.
Modern football for you, and all that pressing.
Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Griezmann. It's a good spell of possession, this. Showing good feet. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
And he's searching through. And a chance! Big relief, it just needed better contact. Pedri. Good running, strong and purposeful. Vitinha. And it's Roberto Carlos. Pedri gets a foot in here. João Neves, who's set up 1 goal so far. Added time going up here, it's 3 minutes. Beckenbauer gets over and intercepts. Pedri. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. Probing pass. Roberto Carlos. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
It's hit the woodwork and out! And that is that. A game that is a tale of one that got away. A position of great promise they established, But they lost momentum, they lost intensity, they lost their lead. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. The action has already started. Jim, how are you reading the formation?
Yeah, Peter, you can look at this formation 1 minute and think that it is 4-3-3, and the next time you check it'll be 4-5-1, and it's all to do with whether you've got the ball or not, and the wider attacking players being asked to apply defensive discipline too. When it does turn to a 5 across midfield, then the shape of this team takes on a much tidier, compact defensive look. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
That's gone all the way through to the keeper. And now they can spring out of defence. Great defending, strong and determined. Passing is crisp and sharp. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Collar, looking for a runner. Oh, nicely intercepted. Can he get it through? And it's Roberto Carlos. Swung over. And that's been won straight back.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Well, we all know who created the concept of total football, but is it fair to say, Jim, that no one embodied it better on the pitch than this man, Ruud Gullit?
That is true, definitely. He has the pace, the power, the technique to play anywhere across the front line, but he also has the intelligence, the vision to play in a more withdrawn playmaking role, or even in defence. He could fill in and cover for any position as required, and he had the intelligence to be able to put it all together.
He really does have it all. Ball's gone out of play. Shanghai Shenhua looking to pass their way through. Oh, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Nice try, but he wasn't buying it. Yeah.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Oh, that was vital.
Well, it seems as if the message has been issued by both managers: don't concede the opener.
And he's picked it up out wide. Oh, what a climb! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Maldini is offering a wry smile there.
It's their second corner of the game. Turns and goes back. Pelé, and this is Pelé. And that's been drilled in. Roberto Carlos is looking to influence the game from out wide. Pass somewhat off target. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. And that's very disappointing, it has to be said. Tries to pass it through, and he's cut it out. Rodri, now it's Pelé, played down the flank, he's in plenty of space here. Oh, that's fabulous. Pelé with the cross, climbs up big, cleared without complication. Opts to play it back, Cristiano Ronaldo, shapes to shoot, and it's a goal!
Yeah, to see it unfold as succinctly as that, it looks telepathic.
Shanghai Shenhua have penetrated for the first time.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip. OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Roberto Carlos. And he's in on goal. Decent chance! And he's quick to get it clear again. Played into space. Well, that has not gone well. Vieira. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. It's a searching pass. Not the most accurate pass. Bergomi. Rummenigge might just make this. And that has left him in a heap. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Bullet. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Well, that looks a good ball through. Gattuso. And it's Roberto Carlos.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Couldn't squeeze it through. Great vision. Rummenigge. Cristiano Ronaldo. And we've reached half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time because, in truth, they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
And Hullet! Goal! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Shanghai Shenhua are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost... It's a mighty effort! Crossbar comes to the rescue. Rummenigge. Cristiano Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, fantastic from Ronaldo! A finish of true class. And they are cruising away. And that really is so impressive. 3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Pele plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone.
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to...
And the shot! In for the pieces! And he's there to get it away.
Substitution on the field, number 17,
And that's it.
Ronaldo. Number 13.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening.
Pele. Number 8. Gullit. Coming on the field, number 20. Ibrahimovic. Number 9. Suarez. Number 23. Ronaldinho. Number 15. Nedved. And a quick reminder today to please take all litter to bins located by the entrance gates. Thank you very much for your cooperation.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours,
Hello,
it might not
everybody,
feel like
and
that.
welcome to
The
today's
stadium
match.
is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. There's the whistle, and here we go. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
This guy, Declan Rice, is a player I really rate. With him, you get exactly what it says on the box. A workhorse defensive.
Real chance! Shapes to shoot! And that has sent him sprawling.
North Korea definitely are on top of things in these early stages, Peter. If this is how they intend to go on, I think the opposition might see some trouble.
It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, fantastic from Ronaldo!
As openings go, this is up there. Another magnificent finish from Mr. Magnificent. This could be good, very good.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
North Korea finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Van der Ven promptly onto that, and that is that. Out to the right. Ljungberg. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Defending of the desperate variety. Oh, easy pickings there. Not the most accurate pass.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
He steps in, and that's the end of that. Cleared without hesitation. Mendes is there to clear. Chouameni, and it's Neymar. Can he stop it going out? Oh, that pass isn't the best.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
So just the one early goal to report so far, and the score is 1-0. Short changes him with that pass, and that has not gone well. Chouameni, Rice, threads one in. Beckham, and the counter is on. A heavy challenge. Rice, good running, strong and purposeful. Foot in. Rice cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
It's come to nothing. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper.
This is the time you need that pace.
Iniesta. Played out to the left flank. Rivaldo. Ljungberg. He's found a way through. Now it's Mbappe. He's shifting through the gears. And the finish! They've got to be quick to recover this. Oh, he's been caught napping. He's picked his way through. Cristiano Ronaldo, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. It's a pretty loose pass.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
And that is a little undercooked. That is ended up in no man's land. Adams. Can he get it through? Can he get on the end of this? And he shoots! An uncompromising challenge. Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Ljungberg deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
North Korea with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Mendes with the clearance. And it's Cáceres. Goes for a shot! It's loose now and they want to get it back. This looks and a chance! Iniesta. Beckham. Oh, perfectly measured that.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Cristiano Ronaldo. Played out towards the right wing. Lofted in. And that has earned... Oh, he's gone for goal! And that'll be the last act of the first half. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Reflections on the first half?
Well, this is when you need your players to step up, Peter. Be brave, see all that courage. They need to have a big start to the second half to give them some momentum, and they're not going to get that if they're being too risk-averse.
Leading 1-0 at the break. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. Suarez was only too happy to help out in defence.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Now it's Neymar. Cafu kept his eye on it, and he's there. He's a sharp little ball here. Oh, that's fabulous. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Out towards the flank. Electric, terrific header. He scored! 2 up now, and they are cruising. He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Substitutions taking place.
North Korea can now introduce the first of their substitutes. So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Nice interception. His positioning was spot on.
Well, they've stamped some authority on things, but how much more authority can be generated?
Vitinha defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
29,830.
Strokes it back.
Really got in his face there, and it was well played.
Van de Ven. Now it's Vinicius Junior. He is through here. No way through. Vitinha. Roberto Carlos is always looking to play quality balls.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Played back. Looking for options for movement. Couldn't squeeze it through. Rice. Is there any support? He might not need it. And he's had a hit. It's loose and there's a race for the ball. North Korea have themselves a corner, I think. Yes, they do. North Korea have their second corner now. Oh, what a climb! Harmlessly behind.
I think it's a very fair effort, Peter, considering he didn't have much in the way of space to play with.
Showing great feet there. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Pass somewhat off target. Now that looks a decent ball. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Messi receives it in a wide position. That's a little off target. And here's Messi. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Now there's a... takes a shot! And it's in! Just one goal in it now! Game on! No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, they'll just be praying that one more chance falls their way before the whistle goes.
Substitution on the field. Number 22, Cristiano Ronaldo. Number 19,
we expected better, and so did he.
Suarez.
Now it's Messi.
Number 8,
Messi.
Vitinha.
There's the shot! He has done it! And with the match slipping away, they have hauled themselves off the canvas. Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce, and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
He gets big! And oh, he's got that completely wrong.
Substitution on the field. Number 4.
So there's going to be another change here.
Yeah, I think he's been told to play that role of the tactical pivot, spraying the ball about sometimes, driving it forward from the middle of the park.
Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. And he was alert to it.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
And here's Messi. Oh, that's nice. Now it's Ronaldinho. Oh, he couldn't quite make it.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Can he finish? And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that. Well, they've got to get everyone forward, and maybe even the keeper.
And it's been taken short. Beckham gets into some space. North Korea have the chance to go the other way.
There will be 5 minutes.
He has found the way through. Cafu clears it away. Nicely aimed pass. Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. Passes coming off in quick succession here, and that is expertly dealt with.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Spread neatly, he's got away.
That's good play from him.
It's an inviting looking ball, that. Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho, and he's managed to get free. Oh, well played. And that will be the final act. So it does end all square. Inspiration, perspiration, both on show in equal measure. Just not enough on either side to find a winner. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
This looked the most...
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. And we're underway.
Frank Rijkaard can really make his presence felt. A superb defender who became an iconic midfield anchorman.
And what's more, a remarkably good strike rate, actually.
Very true, just another level of his expertise, Peter, but his reading of the game, for me, is masterful.
Now it's Rafinha. Has a look and plays it forward. Well, they've got it again. Rui Costa going face-to-face with his great rival. And here's Messi, and he welcomes it in. That's good play. Messi. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Yaya Toure. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now this could be a chance. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. Roberto Carlos. So what can they make of this? Looking for options for movement. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Neymar. Neymar will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And it's Gattuso. Rui Costa. Oh, well played. And he thumps it clear.
Well, neither defence has had a wake-up call yet, because neither attack has turned up.
Nuno Mendes. He won't be happy with that one. Rui Costa conjures time and space where few can. Iniesta. Luis Suarez. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Now it's Rafinha. Oh, that is a nice touch. Now it's Luis Suarez. Puyol calmly anticipates. He's a sharp little ball here. Here comes the corner. Beckham standing over it. Beckham, who's short. And he's managed to get rid. And now they can spring out of defence. Looking for the run.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
That's going to go a long way. Barcelona have got it back and they'll have another go. Neymar. Now it's Luis Suarez.
This is the time you need that pace.
Now this is an adventurous run down that left-hand side. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Great ball, and he's in here.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Vitinha did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Beckham with the cross. He rises! And the header is disappointing in the end.
Well, the manager clearly has to react to this and tactically change what's happening. It's too easy for them to get in.
Puyol. Messi. Well, a goal here just before half-time could mean a great deal. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Now then, clash of the egos.
Luis Suarez, the specialist in tearing teams apart. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Out towards the flank. That's really well manoeuvred. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, can he finish? He's scored!
Well, that's very much changed the complexion. It's also changed mindsets and moods in both teams, and it had to be him. Yeah, a fantastic run and a fantastic pass to play him in. Both needed to be timed to perfection, and they were.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind for the half-time team talks. One has got to tone it up now, and the other has to tone it down.
Whatever he had in mind. And we hit half-time. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Reflections on the first half?
OK, they got hit with that one sucker punch, but I don't think there was much wrong with their overall approach. I think the boss needs to give his team a lift during the break, and they should still be quite buoyant.
Leading a cagey game here. It's had its moments, and it's 1-0 at the break. And we are already promptly back underway. Goes for a shot! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Cristiano Ronaldo is offering a wry smile there.
It's their second corner of the game. Beckham with the short one. Barcelona are looking to go forward now. He is through here. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
That's a promising position. That is a brilliant interception. Rui Costa. And it's Messi. In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. Now it's Luis Suarez. Now, can they get him away? Delivers the ball. Terrific header! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Iniesta actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
So, third corner of the game. They've played it short. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. And now a sudden chance to counter. And they'll start all over again with the goalkeeper.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Shot a goal! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Ah, that's a shame, Peter. Such a great run, but he didn't have that clinical edge.
Neymar. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Still just a single goal between the sides. Neither of these two want to come off second best.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as...
And a chance! He's scored! They have come roaring back!
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
Not a defender in sight. He had all the time in the world.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
Substitution.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. Barcelona grab the equaliser and we're all square.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Cafu. Roberto Carlos. Distributed tidily. Now it's Beckham. Cafu. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. Scholes. Spread it left. He's in plenty of space here. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. And this is Scholes. And it's Gattuso. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Nicely aimed pass. Hullet. Scholes. Hullet. And this is Hullet. Stood up well to him there. Vitinha is always looking to break lines. Lovely bit of skill. Just about up to 75 minutes. Whistle's gone, that's a foul.
Substitution on the field. Number 19.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Well, he's going to inject a nice bit of pace into that front line, Peter, so I can see him making those runs in behind.
Good running, strong and purposeful. He's picked his way through.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Rijkaard did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And he's picked it up out wide. And this is Scholes.
It was indecision all round. They have to do a bit better than that.
And it's Gattuso. That's a delicate pass. And that has been cleared. And it's been taken short. Oh, that's neat. Roberto Carlos does really well to win the ball there. Barcelona have their second corner now. Shoots! Cleared without complication. Puyol. 5 minutes left on the clock. He's looking wide. And now they can clear their lines.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Scholes. And here's Romario. Cafu. And Iniesta. And it's Hullet. Yamal.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
And he can clear it away. Now it's Hullet. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Knocks it out wide. Played back in. That's an imaginative pass. Can he get onto this?
Substitution on the field. Number 22.
Oh, now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change.
Number 8, Vitinha. Coming on the field, number 9,
Roberto
Pele.
Carlos.
Number 5, Gattuso.
And we're done. A draw, and a highly unpredictable one. Fair share of momentum shifts, highly entertaining.